Mark, very nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, so Mark, tell us a little something about what you're doing in the industry.
You know, it's a very simple thing, actually, from more youthful days. A friend once told me, you know, an active ingredient's not an active ingredient until it gets to where it can be active. And that sounds so simple and it's so obvious, you know, but it was amazing to me that when a lot of these formulations started and people tried to use topical applications, nobody was doing it. Can't get there. So it seems like that whole area of penetration has been forgotten. So we've kind of focused ourselves there, and we try to get the product closer or into the area where it can do its work. And we do it in such small particle size. And everybody says nano. We don't even have to talk about that. Smaller. And we get the transit all the way up to the wall, the cell wall where the water is. Because oils don't get through water so easily. That's why the dosage levels are always so much higher on just oil products versus.
So you've created a product or a technology that allows the
delivery,
the absorption,
delivery, right?
It's called intended amounts. Because
yes.
Up until now, as you said, depending on the formula of the mixture, if you were topical, while you might have put it on, and then actually absorb or get delivered through that cell.
Right.
Excellent. Very cool. Mm-hmm. And how long have you been doing this?
I actually picked up an old. I guess it was an older technology, probably discovered in the 50s. And when I started to look at it again, the people who helped me see it, it looked like it had something, you know, that it was kind of overlooked, that it wasn't that much fun to work with. So I just spent the time figuring out how to work with it and maximize it. And now I have what I call a host, which goes into water, in a guest, which is oil, in this case, CBD or whatever other medicinal blend even that you would like to have in there. And it goes in at what would be 1-to-1, a pretty low level, like 20, 23% perhaps. But the magnification of effect is far more than that. We penetrated 32 times more CBD through the skin than just having CBD in oil. So the magnification is huge. It was very unexpected. We had some pretty good improvements in the gut as well. So, you know, there's a lot of research to do, but coming to these places and why I'm here, I'm enjoying myself. I feel more comfortable, more welcome, more, you know, you did something, let's bring you into the have done something people sort of a thing. And they all have. They've all done some pretty cool things.
And how did you get involved with the Cannabis Congress here?
I had met one of the organizers, Cree Crawford, about maybe 4 years ago. And we kind of bounced into each other once in a while over the years. And then we started to realize that what we were trying to accomplish was more and more getting close to the same point. So we got serious probably maybe last June or so. And then in the process, he brought Dan in as well. So we've been communicating with each other. With this show for me was to figure out strategy, you know, how to get what we can do here, and the best way for the people who live here as well.
Did you figure that out?
Well, we haven't had that chance yet because the show has to be over. We need a couple of weeks and then we'll get back together. Yeah, so it all gets a chance to simmer a bit.
And on that note, I mean, what do you think of the show?
I think it's terrific. I think it brings a lot of really interesting and thoughtful perspectives from all over the world, really. And it's really pretty interesting to hear that from people who are passionate about what they're trying to do. And that is, at the bottom line, help people, as many as you can.
Okay. And final question, what do you think about now the industry now starting in Costa Rica?
You know, I think this has a lot of potential for the labor market here. So I think it's really a good thing. And honestly, you know, it's kind of looking like it has a lot of potential to be a real hub in this world because of the growing and the soils and climate, all that stuff. And a fair amount of serious research is going on that front right now. In fact, Dan is heavily involved with them, with Roca plants. But the possibilities for everything from farming all the way up to chemistry labs and increases in education and that kind of thing, I think there's a lot that can happen from this.
And you said it could create, you know, it's going to really add into the labor market there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has a lot of potential to do that. So I think it's a pretty responsible thing to do. And having worked with CBD as an isolate for the last 5-6 years, these governments want to be so cautious. So it's not about caution anymore. I can have this stuff all day long and nothing happens. And I've done it for like 6, 7 years now. So the safety is pretty indisputable, but um, is this just a 1-inch opening on either side of where we can go? And it's a good thing.
Well, I think that's really what the intention of this community of the show is to educate and to sort of to get people to participate in the community. Awesome. Mark, where can we learn more about your company and yourself?
You can go onto the website, which there's two, but I'll give you the one that describes the technology. So it's www, of course, the number 2, the letters CYTE.com.
2CYTE.com.
That's it.
Excellent. Well, Mark, it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for participating. Thanks for being here and representing. And keep doing what you're doing.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate it.